I'm Katrina, this is So and Tare, and today I'm talking about nuts. Nuts. We are talking about nuts in the Pacific Northwest, specifically on my property, what I can find here. So there was an earlier video, I'll put a link up here in the corner to it, talking about getting your necessary vitamin C and oils, and so fats really. And so nuts can be an important wild foraged fat and also protein. So I have some nuts here, and I want to show you the different ones I have found on my property so far. So first one I'm going to start with is acorns. So acorns, there's lots of different kinds. Lots and lots of different kinds, and they can range in size and shape and all of that. I don't yet know which kinds of oaks I have here, but the acorns are all edible after they've been leached. So I have done that process in the past. I don't think I've done a video on it. I have not collected enough to make flour this year, so these are going to just be, you know, little tiny things. If in another year I am on top of it and collect enough to make flour, then I will do that. So I don't have an immense amount of oaks here, but I do have oaks, and you can eat the acorns after they have been leached. So they have a tannin in them, and so that needs to be leached out. So similar to that is tan oak, and I believe the same is true as far as like tannins and stuff. So here is a tan oak acorn. And you can see it's a little bit fuzzy. So that fuzz, so that fuzz is on there. It can also be rubbed off. So if you rub it off a little bit, you can see it's coming off. So if it's fuzzy, it's likely a tan oak. Now, tan oaks are not oaks. The acorns you can eat, though. They're the same edibility. I believe you also have to leach these. I have not actually used these ones, but for all intents and purposes, I would throw it in with acorns and do the same process as them to eat them. So that is tan oaks. And we have quite a bit of those around. All right, next up is hazelnuts. You know, hazelnuts come off the tree. You know, when they're on the tree, they're like this. So this is two hazelnuts. They come off, you know, together. They might come off singularly. They may also come off singularly like this. And now inside of that is a hazelnut. You can see these are flat on top, pointy on the bottom. Now in most cases in my area, I expect these to be eaten. If they're on the ground, they're probably going to be eaten. So I am harvesting them from the plant and opening up these little packages. Now these do have hairs on them. See that it's a little fuzzy? Those hairs can be irritating, so that it's not super soft. You can get poked with them, and it can be irritating, but if you open it the right way, open it with your nails, open it, you know, however, then that works really well. Okay, next up is a little bit of a funky one. So this one is actually related to chestnuts, but it's native to here, and that is Chinkapin. So if you've ever seen a chestnut tree or chestnut not from the store, you know it's covered with spikes, and that is true as well for the Chinkapin. Now the Chinkapin has a little bit, the leaf has a little bit yellowish underneath, so if you see something like this, start looking for those trees. And it's a little, if you don't know what you're looking for, it's a little nondescript. Oh, Ringo has a mouse. Ringo, Master Hunter. Master Hunter. Good job. Sorry, that's the first time I've actually seen him bring an animal, and he got a mouse. He has been getting a belly on him, and so I know he has been amping up the catching of the animals, so he is getting robust. Anyway, back to nuts. So this is a Chinkapin. I don't know really what to call it. I'm holding it by the part it's attached to the tree with. And so this is Chinkapin. And is very spiky, and when you open it up, there are more than one nut. I actually don't know how many they're supposed to have. Let's see, here's an opening. So you can see right there, that is where there used to be a nut. And those nuts are rather small. So they look very similar to like the hazelnuts, because they do have a flattened top and a pointy on the other side. And that is Chinkapin. I have yet to actually eat these. I will crack them open. Here is one more nut of the Pacific Northwest, and this is a walnut. So I picked these up off the ground. You can see that's the outer shell. I'm wearing gloves because it does dye your hands that color. But you can take this outer shell off. You can actually use the shell as a dye if you want, the outer part. And you can start to see there is the nut. Now, walnuts can last a long time as long as they don't have any buggies in them. And they can last a long time in the shell. Or you can use them. So I came to the tree late and I only got 5 nuts, but I have 2 walnut trees that I know about on the property, and so that is something I can be collecting in the future. So, native walnut. But those are the nuts I have here. I might find more along the way. I don't really expect to. These are the ones I know about. There might be more different kinds of oaks. I suppose pine nut would be another one. So I do have some pine and Douglas fir. I don't know that they have, I mean, they have seeds. But pine nuts are edible. They're really just seeds. It's not a nut per se. And yeah, so those are the nuts I have. And it's pretty cool that I know that I have them and that they're good. There's others, tree seeds you can eat, such as this big leaf maple here. Let me just open it up. So this is one of those little helicopter guys, the seeds from big leaf maple. You can see it is fuzzy. These also are not quite as fuzzy as you think they are. They look fuzzy, and if you've had them one way, they're fuzzy. Other way, they can be irritating. But if you take this side, the attachment point, and pull that apart, there is something inside you can eat. So, there you go. See that little nugget there? That is edible. And you can eat this, and it tastes nutty. So, hi. He's getting a belly on him, but now we know why. You are getting heavy, boy. You are. Good job on getting a mouse. Was it tasty? Was it tasty? Yeah. I know. Thank you. Thank you. Okay, so those are edible. Those take a little bit more work to get into, but there are a lot of them. So I haven't looked up the nutrition facts on those at all. Honey, calm down. Thank you. But they are edible. You can collect them. I don't know how long they store. Something to think about when you are collecting nuts is to not collect the ones with holes in them, or to process them right away, because if they have a hole in them, they likely have a bug in them, and that might look like a larva, like a beetle larva. Hi. And those are packed of protein, but you might not be eating them depending on your situation. In a survival situation, hey, you might need that extra protein. But if you're just collecting them to eat them, or to, try things out, find the ones without the holes and you will do well. So, thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed finding out what kind of nuts grow here, and I encourage you to look around your local area, look around your neighborhood. Look at this guy. You're all sprawled out. I know. And find out what type of trees you have in your area, and specifically look for things that might have fats or oils, and other things that might be good for that include coconut trees, which I kind of want to try and grow on this property. And let me give my quick justification for that. Joshua trees in California gets snow, gets cold, and they have palm trees, and not coconut trees, but a different kind of palm, that live in the oases. And so I kind of think it might work here. This is zone 8B. So I kind of think it might work. Anyway, so coconut, any other kind of nut. There's also oils that you can get from fruits, such as olives and avocado. So those are oils that are derived from the actual fruit part, and then all sorts of seed oils and stuff like that. So I encourage you to find out what you have on your property, what you have in your area, what you have natively growing, so you can forage these things. And you need all my attention, don't you? I'm talking to nobody and you're confused because you think I'm talking to you, huh? Must be so confusing to him. So, thank you for watching the video. Enjoy foraging, and enjoy foraging nuts and eating them and making recipes with them, and you will have a good day if you find food out foraging. Thank you for watching, and enjoy the day.